Hey everyone, welcome back to part 11 of our Merfolk Summoner of Wu Jian. I know this one's been a long time coming, but it is as the famous philosopher Jeff Goldblum once said, life gets in the way. No, but really what actually happened is that I didn't have a new spider photo to continue with my spider blog, so I had to wait until I found one. So here's an orb spider. You might know these guys as the annoying little buggers that kite you in spider's nest while shooting orbs of destruction at you. So yeah, there's one from very close. Should we get a bit closer though? Do you want to zoom in? Anyway, if you want me to tell you what's going on with this character, the honest truth is that I don't remember. It appears that we're in vaults at the moment. We've got a quick blade of pain. I remember that happening. I also remember not being able to ever say that without intense concentration. So we're training some necromancy, it looks like. A bit of short blades to get our rapier of electrocution to min delay. And then we're doing fighting dodging stealth. After that, if I had plans, I honestly don't know. I don't remember. Deflect missiles, maybe we could learn at some point. That's our spell list. What any of my macros do. Oh, wow. Welcome back to Crawl. Wow. Okay, so that's a nasty room. Yeah, I have no idea what any of my macros do. This is going to be nasty because we're about to get locked in, surely. Or apparently not. Do I want to wait back here? Do we have things at range? I don't even remember. What does our character do? So we've got Confusing Touch, I remember that. We've got Cause Fear, not so useful against Stone Giants though. I don't think we have any means of range killing a Stone Giant. Yeah, I think we'll just go back upstairs. That's a really, really nasty stair with all those wardens who are going to lock you in. Oh yeah, we met Demise on this floor. He's over there with a manual of shields. Oh yeah, that's right. We've already got 15 shields. I'm sure we can have a Demise grudge match later, but we're not in a hurry. We're never going to want to go to a large shield on this character. Here's another Vault Warden floor that looks very scary. Let's also not go back down there. And let me see. Should have done this before I started playing. We've got 3 pips of MR, we've got all our resistances covered, and we have the Hat of the Bear Spirit, so we're kind of tankier than we should be, with 51 extra magic points. Alright, the Scroll of Enchant Weapon, I'm sort of torn, whether this should go on the Rapier of Elec or the Quick Blade of Pain. I think it perhaps makes more sense on the Rapier. For the Quick Blade, if you're using that to deal lots of pain quickly, you don't care so much about the actual damage on the weapon. You care more about just how broken the brand is when it's fast. Whereas the Rapier of Elec, okay, again, to be fair, you're getting the brand to carry you, but still, you're using the higher base damage weapon, perhaps you care more about the raw damage. Do we just Confusing Touch this guy? He's actually not that dangerous on his own. It's scarier when he has other things around to copy. Oh yeah, we have lunges. I remember now. We're picking up... Oh, spiders. We're picking up arrows because I have some things. What are the things that I have? We have sticks of snakes, along with a bunch of immolation scrolls. But we don't have very much in the way of transmutation. We have 5 though. I trained that because we have Passwell. I remember now. This is a scary pack. It's a lot of buggets. Okay, that was probably a bit greedy. But they weren't working up, so I just kept going. And all the others are still just sleeping. Very dangerous to be messing around with boggets when you're somewhere like vaults or depths. Oh man, they're all just asleep. Necromancy to 6. Especially if you can't get to them. But the ones in vaults, if you let them, ugh. In addition to just summoning lots of dangerous things, can make the wardens and the like that then lock you in. Still got fake ones coming. Okay. I feel like I had invis at some point. Am I imagining that? Probably. Alright. Nothing too exciting on our shopping list. Okay. Stealth to 18. We have a skill target on at 20. So still a bit more of that to go. Okay, that was way too greedy. I should have known better. I was going for the stab because the warden was still asleep, but by going for that, we had to step into the room, which means it then woke up and now we're trapped in here. I'm going to go for the confusing touch on the vault warden. Once we kill him, we should be able to get out. Oh yeah, okay, we finally got the confusing touch off. It's confused, but because it's blocked in, it can't really wander away. Okay, good, and now we can escape again, which I think we're going to do, because that's a lot of scary stuff. Oh hey, we got marked. So the whole floor is probably running at us. Oh, that's a dispersal trap. I was just thinking how that's a teleport trap, so... Oh hey, we got double marked again. Yeah, okay. All 3 stairs are all the way over here, and we knew that, so this running doesn't help us much. I could go downstairs, but we're marked, so everything on that floor will then run at us. Could read a teleportation scroll, but wherever we land, the whole floor will still know. Another option would be to quaff cancellation first, and then teleport. Well, why don't we start off fighting? So, let's get in the open. As counterintuitive as that may seem. Because what we can do is start fighting this with a Heavenly Storm. We've got full piety. Yeah, let's just go ham. If we're going to be bringing the whole floor to us, we may as well have 30 extra slaying while we do it. Okay. At any point, we can use our Serpent Slash as well. If there's something that we really, really want to kill, or we want to get our storm count up even further. But at the moment, it's at plus 16, plus 17, around there. So it's still pretty good. Short blades go to 14. They turn off. We're not going to need to train any more of those for the rest of the game. Dodging to 21. I'm going to hope we don't have a skill target for that. Yeah, that should go to 27. I ran at the Vault Warden there who had a crossbow, because if I had just stayed back, he was going to keep shooting us for free. That is a Borax of Flamin'. And I think we're done. I don't see any more enemies coming. Oh, here's one. We still have Storm up. So we may as well keep trying to do martial attacks. Oh, it's a thingy. Okay, it's settled. Oh, I had auto pickup off. That explains why we're not chopping up and eating anything. Because the amount of enemies that we just killed then, and for us to still be nearly starving because we didn't eat anything, was very confusing to me. Now I get it. Alright. And our necromancy is up at 7, so it's at the point where with a quick blade we're going to be doing a lot of damage. It's sort of a bit misleading. When you're using quick blades, it can seem like you're not doing much damage, but because you're swinging so fast, you're going to get multiple attacks before enemies do anything. So it's like, say you're using a giant spiked club, or you're using, what's that really big thing? The one that you flatten enemies with. The Dark Maul. It swings really slow, but does 1,000,000 damage. So when you use it, it just feels like you're killing enemies really quickly. I mean, you are, but not in terms of time. So every time you attack, the thing just dies. So you're like, wow, this kills so quickly. Whereas when you use the Quick Blade of Pain, it seems like it's taking longer to kill enemies, but it's not really true. It's just that you're swinging at 0.3, or whatever you're swinging at. Yeah, 0.3. Okay. Seems like a good time to just run around like this. With the Quick Blade, every time we step, we're going to get a lot of attacks in. I'm going to say that regular Spriggan is a shapeshifter. The actor captain was shooting. They can't see invis, so he was just nailing the invis ogre in front of him. Oh yeah, and a quick blade is super OP with confusing touch. Because you're trying to swing as fast as possible. That's too many slime creatures. Let's not get too baited into dying to those. You just want to swing as fast as possible to apply the confusion. It's part of why confusing touch was really good with unarmed combat. Okay, you could only use it with unarmed combat, so that doesn't quite make sense. But it's even crazier with a quick blade. The lunge stab, always a crowd favorite. You are going to call things in. I don't know that there's anything I can do about that. I could... No. The turn that I cast Confusing Touch to then even try to Serpent Slash in, I think it would probably, yeah, have brought everything in. Indeed. It's alright, we can just kill it all with our Quick Blade of Pain just running around like this. It's going to be fine as long as the Rakshasa doesn't make lots and lots of copies of the Yakto Captain. Okay. Confusing Touch, Whirlwind is pretty nutty. Let's go on our Rapier again. What is our armor for memory? In +9, RLX, R poison, stealth minus. Well, the stealth minus isn't so great, but the rest is good. I wonder if we'll go to a heavier armor at some point in the game. Enchant armor scrolls. We have 4 of those around. Our shielded protection's fully enchanted. I don't really care about putting the +0 boots up to +2. Not so exciting. So I guess we'll just hold those, but I wonder if we'll go up to a different armor at some point in the future. I mean, having RLX is nice, but a ringmail is not... Oh, I mean, +9 int is pretty crazy too. Oh yeah, we have regeneration as a spell. I should use that a lot. Let's not go back there. That's a scary stare with a warden. Alright, I'm going to forget this every time, but before we go down new stairs, we should just put the regen spell on. We should basically just have that running 24/7, 365. I should not have stepped onto the door. We had not seen what was in there. So if you step onto a door, a Vault Warden can pull you into the room. I really want to kill that Frost Giant, but this is a really bad place to be doing it because I'm allowing 3 different Yaktors to all shoot at us. Alright, got them all. Yep, there's the Warden. This could get nasty really quickly. What are we going to do? There's no point trying to back up. There's no way that we get through that door and back up the stairs before it gets locked. This could be another Heavenly Storm play. We could also just teleport. We're not marked this time. I note that 2 of our stairs are near us. So if we got an unlucky teleport, we could be far away from the stairs. What is he hitting us with? That really hurts. It's just a Bardish of Venom. I guess because it's a Bardish, it does a lot of damage. Okay, if I can take down the Warden, I'll feel a lot better about this. Got him. Okay, I feel a lot better about this. Now we can back up. And we can just stare down stuff. I know there's one more Vault Warden around with a large shield. But okay, no buts. Let's actually go to the 3rd stair and not mess around with the potential of him turning up as well. He's there. He's at this stair. Oh, wouldn't you know? Necromancy to 8. I think we're going to 10. Oh yeah. What did I tell you about forgetting regen? I'm going to forget it all day, every day. Okay. If I'm paying attention as well, so for things like that, where, or things like a lot of these enemies where they're immune to negative energy, like this skeletal warrior, it makes sense to actually switch to the Rapier of Elec. It's going to do more damage. But I'm lazy. Alright, let's go. Unless I'm trying to Confusing Touch. But even then, I should Confusing Touch with the Quick Blade and then switch. Like this. So we Confusing Touch and then we switch. But for anything living, we're just going to cut through it like a knife through. I don't just want to say hot butter. I was trying to come up with something witty. And then I had nothing. Oh well. This guy has a +4 whip of the pillar. The game is mocking me right now. I don't know if you recall how our win streak was broken on this character. It was because our D1 didn't get any pillars. So now we've got the whip of the pillar. Just to remind us. Thank you, devs, for that one. Let's back up. Let's not give the Yaktor captain the opportunity to just take pot shots at us from max range. I'm going to close this door on that one. Yes, we're going to ignore the whip of the pillar and not get triggered. Just ignore it. Be the bigger merfolk. I really wanted the lunge stab. So good. Yeah, we've got enough necromancy that for that snow giant fight, I didn't even bother trying to Confusing Touch it because I know that the pain branded quick blade is just gonna tear through him really, really quickly. And then I did the opposite on the Vault Warden, so who knows what I'm actually doing. I have no plan here. Okay, that time I did do Confusing Touch. Yeah, I don't actually know what I'm doing. I'm just doing things. I don't like to see a demonologist like that in the open where it's got the chance to make fiends. So I'm backing up. Well, here's a little natural kill hole. So the enemies are forced to step around the corner. That works. Cool, that was a long sort of freezing. Oh yeah, that's a little tactic. Oh, something was wearing the hat of ponderousness? Or did I imagine that? I think I imagined it. Yeah, so when we were here at this corner, the enemies could step forward and allow one of their friends to step around the corner. But a little trick that I could do is to then whirlwind back and forth to pin the enemy on that square so then they couldn't ever step in. Not sure, well, I definitely didn't need to in the situation we were in before, but if there were some heavy hitting melee enemies like Ettins or something, I didn't want multiples coming in. That could have been a good trick. Our necromancy went to 9. At 10 is the point where pain becomes, I don't know if it's equal to or more than, but it becomes similar damage to Elec as a brand. And I mean, we could go higher, but would we? In our spell list, we've got regen. I don't remember to ever use that, so that's not a great reason. But let's see the rest of our spells. Actually, in the spell list, you can search by school. So if I do Necro, yeah, I don't really want to be an animate dead character. I mean, it's definitely a good spell, but yeah. I really want to go to Large Shield, damn it. I'm not going to though. Are there any? I know that there are large shields, but the actual magic one is large of reflection. We have no C invis. I don't remember what we're fighting. We might not even know. In which case, then a lot of the invis things that we don't see, like freezing race, won't be affected by Pain Brand. So I switched to Elec. What did we pick up then? Teleportation. Cool, we've got plenty of those. Shapeshifter for sure. Vaults 3 done, on to Vaults 4. Where have we been? I actually don't remember this character at all. We've done Elf. So we did Elf before we came into Vaults. We're probably not doing Crypt. Yes. I love it. Look at this value. The Quick Blade Whirlwind attacks, like Whirlwind, so cleaving Pain Brand while doing really fast Quick Blade strikes is pretty bonkers. How are we near starving? Killing so much stuff. How is there nothing to eat? How do we just fight a whole Yaktor pack and not get a single corpse? We're starving. Okay, we'll have to eat. We went down from 44 rations, so it's not like it matters. But just as a point of principle, how do you kill all those Yaktors and don't get even one? You're so annoying. This is where it would be nice to have reflection as a shield. Okay, I don't want to step in through that door against the warden. Oh, okay, I got you baited. That's why I say it doesn't matter if he's confused, but as soon as I stepped in, he unconfused himself. Fortunately, there wasn't a really scary pack in there. Took more damage against that pack than I would have expected. We have pretty good defenses on this character. 18 AC, 29 evasion, 19 shield. Ugh. I wouldn't mind more AC though. That might be something that makes me want to change our armor later. Also, training more armor skill would be nice. So we're about to finish Necromancy. We might leave it at 10. It seems like a good round number, especially if we're not training for any higher level Necromancy spells. In which case, we might start training armor again. One of the things to note is that armor will never lower the effective encumbrance on stealth. So it will lower the spellcasting penalties and dodging penalties of heavy armor, but never stealth. Basically, it's just an intrinsic quality of heavy armor that it makes you easier to spot. This looks like a scary room. How about we Serpent Slash in? Oh, look at this. Okay, watch this stab. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This is going to be a 6 stab. So we can lunge in, stab this guy, and we can whirlwind past the Convoker while we do that. So we should be able to stab 2 of them in one move. You ready? Yar! Okay, yeah, we got them both. For this stab, we'll whirlwind again, the blue one, and we'll get in position to hit the Preserver. Let it work up though. Okay, that was pretty sick. Unfortunately, we had a skill level up in between the first one, so I don't know. We'll set up another one later. But I think that's the first time I can at least remember that we've done a big double stab. And you could technically do... How many could you do? You could do 4 or 5 stabs in one. If you had enemies here, so on your left and right, and you had a lunge one up there. So you moved forward, you'd whirlwind the 4 on your left and right, and you'd lunge the one above you. That would be sick. Imagine a 5 enemy lunge stab. Okay, we're going to 27 stealth. This stabbing thing while moving everywhere is amazing. I messed that one up. Stepping back to get away from the captain. Because we all know that this character is the one true captain. And that's what's 4 done. Okay, so that was... except for the mark trap that we had, this was pretty straightforward. So I guess we run straight into depths. Yeah, we're ready for depths. We hear the crackle of arcane power. We have 3 magic mapping scrolls. You know what? I really want to find it. I enjoy doing those. The devs put a stop to finding where it is by searching for downstairs, so you can't do that anymore. You have to manually look and figure out which one actually looks like the thing. I think it's going to be this one. I can see there are different colored floor tiles here around it, so that looks like the vault. This one, that could be a shop, could be, say, a hell portal. That's probably a shop. And this is an entrance to a zig, because it's surrounded by everything else. So we've got to try to get down there. I was going to say it shouldn't be too hard, but this is a lot of stuff. Okay, new plan. I'm going to pass wall in, and we can pass wall out again. Okay, we got pass wall back. So a cool thing about pass wall, I don't know if you're aware, but once you come out of the pass wall, enemies don't get to react. So if you come out next to an enemy, you get to stab it without it having a chance to wake up at all. So password stabbing, super legit, super fun. I could also just try to avoid all this stuff, but I really want to password stab. It's fantastic to do. The rock feels extremely deep. It's 3 tiles wide. I can go 3 tiles, come on. What if I go through there? 1, 2, okay. I can go diagonally then. No, I can't. I have to go like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Never mind. It makes sense. I don't know why that's so funny. Probably because it was a lot of setup just to stab one ice dragon, but felt good. Alright, everything's awake. We're not flying, but we still have to worry about airstrike on this guy. I'm just making a run for it. Okay. Oh, alright. Well, this is a good one to get. So this is, what's his name? Wu Jian's monastery. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Let me mute this. Okay, I didn't in fact sneeze, but I was on the verge the whole time, so now I feel extremely uncomfortable. Would have much rather sneezed. Anyway, Wu Jian's monastery. The way that this works is, as you spend time here, you're going to get shadowed monks being spawned on you. They're all 10 speed, so you can just run away from them. That will continue happening until you kill the statue that's in the middle. And the monks hit quite hard, so you don't ever want to fight them. What you do is you run around. When the monks get spawned on you, you run away from them. And you just try to find the statue and then you kill it. The Wu Jian statue is basically just a more intense orange crystal statue, so it can confuse you, can drain your mana, can do shadow creatures. If you knew the layout of this well, you would just be able to figure out where it is. But I don't exactly. It's going to be in the middle here somewhere. I wonder if you can confusing touch a statue. Is that a real thing? I'm not sure. Okay, here's our statue room. So Wu Jian, again, it's all the things that an orange crystal statue can do. Shadow creatures, draining gaze, appetition, brain feed, mass confusion. It's got to be immune to electricity, right? Resistant. Immune to negative energy though. So our quick blade of pain is not going to do much. A rapier roulette is probably the better weapon, but it's still not going to do much. I'm curious to find out if you can... Oh, this is getting scary. I'm going to back up. There's too much stuff there. Something to note is that, like all statues, it's not going to regenerate over time. So you can take as cautious and patient an approach as you want. Even if you just step in the door, throw some things to hurt it a little bit, and then run back out again, that will work. You probably shouldn't walk yourself into a corner though. And then if we can manage this, one of the really cool things about this WizLab is it always has good loot. I think it pretty much always gives you a good manual, and it always gives you a potion of experience. The statue has not noticed us, so we can get a stab on it. We did no damage. Okay, I'm curious to find out if we can confusing touch it. You can. How do you confusing touch a statue? I don't know, but it works. Even our stabs did no damage. A bunch there. Okay, I'm trying to confusing touch it again. It worked. Oh, cool. We got it. Oh yeah, and also you always get the Staff of Wu Jian, which is never going to do anything for us. We have 0 evocations. If we had a bunch of evocations with Guardian Spirit, that could get kind of silly. But I'm just going to leave it. Let's see what manual we got. A manual staves, not so good. And a potion of experience. Which, you know what? Why don't we just put everything into armor? Everything into evocations. Wukad Mu, Guardian Spirit. Let's go. No. I think I'm just going to put it in armor. It's a -3 aptitude. It's painful to have to train it. So this way we can just do it without any of the pain. Cool. We reached level 24. We're going more dex on this character. Cool. This manual staves we're going to leave. The other side has a book of enchantments. That gives us nothing new. Wait, if we have the book of enchantments, doesn't that mean we can learn invis? Apparently not. What book is invisibility in? I thought it was in the book of enchantments. This should tell me. No, it doesn't. Okay, I don't actually know, but apparently it's not the book of enchantments. I'm just gonna leave Wukad Mu stuff there. Bad luck. We're never getting that back again. So if you're hurt by that, then I'm not sorry. How many digging charges do we have? 20. It seems like a good time to dig away. Oh, that's stone. Oh, I was thinking that was rock. Okay, never mind. We can't do that. We're sort of trapped in here then. These guys aren't resistant to negative energy at all. You kind of think that they should be, or at least I do, because they're an extended enemy that you find in hell. Just so used to enemies at that point in the game, or... Oh god, we're actually dying. At that time, or being at least resistant to negative stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying, I'm just going to drop that point. Something's opening the door. Spooky. So this one was hell. Nice. I learned fairly recently, there's actually, the game mandates on which floors you find, or you're guaranteed to find, oh, Boots of Stealth, we're going to pick that up in a sec, when you're guaranteed to find your Zig, so I'm guessing that means Depths 1. Maybe the Zig, I don't know. Anyway, it was something like the Zig is usually on the floor, although I don't recall Zig always being Depths 1, so maybe Zig isn't counted. But your entrances to Hell and to Pan are at least guaranteed on Depths 2 and Depths 3 or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to just stop again because I don't know what this point is. But when that came up, someone was doing a turn count speedrun and they couldn't find their Pan entrance or something. And then someone else said, oh, you should go look on Depths 3 because it's always on that floor. Or maybe it was 2, but you get the point. And I was like, what? That's a thing? Apparently it is. Let's pick up the Scroll of Blinking. We're going to pick up the Boots of Stealth. That's fantastic. So we're going to drop our plain boots. This is going to help us stab more things. We have a brand weapon scroll, but I don't think we want to use that. Quick Blade of Pain is perfect, as is Rapier of Electrocution. You can't ever get pain off a brand weapon scroll either, so there's no point even trying to roll it on the Rapier of Elec. Yeah, we're not going to get better, so I'm just going to leave that. The Manual Bow is meh. Brilliance, meh. Book of Battle, my favorite book. We already have Regen out of it. I think I couldn't be bothered to learn Spectral Weapon. It's a fantastic spell, but I think we just don't need it. We're better off just going with what we're doing, which is confusing touching and shredding things with stabs and pain brand. So nothing else we want out of this. I am going to enchant those boots though. We have 2 scrolls in shoals. Actually, all our scrolls are in shoals. This guy never woke up through all of that. Oh, there's a shut down shop. That's alright. I forget sometimes how OP this cleaving quick blade of pain strat is. Oh yeah, which reminds me, there are more ghosts that we can kill. Our boots are melted. I was really confused for a second there. I was like, why are our boots grayed? Where are the ghosts? I don't think we want to fight Demise yet. He's skilled at dying. But I remember now that there was one ghost that... Well, there are lots of ghosts around. But there was one that had elves in it. But now that we've done all of elf and we've done all of vaults, we should be able to fight elves. Where am I going? Okay, so there's a ghost on D11. Let's go do some ghost busting. Yeah, we can definitely kill this stuff now. We've even got a Holy Wrath sword that we can kill stuff with. Yeah, so he's a Mephitic Cloud Ghost. He's not scary. The reason that this was really dangerous is because of the Annihilator plus the Rakshasa. But now that we're not so afraid of... I don't really want to fight 50 different Hydras though. That's really obnoxious. Okay, he's actually... Okay, we are actually dying to this. He's making a lot of Annihilators. That's the main thing that I was worried about. Remember that we also have our magic, so we're not as low as we appear to be. I'm glad that I left that ghost for a very long time. Look at how absurd that is. Where are we going? Over here. Oh yeah, if you change weapons with confusing touch up, it stays up, okay. So it's not actually part of the weapon as such. Okay, so we got the Rakshasa. Let's get the Annihilator now. Got him. We got the... I love doing this as well. The lunge in confusing touch plus stab combo. That's a nice one. You're getting a lunge stab from an enemy that was awake. It's pretty bonkers. Oh yeah, the actual ghost. Huh, it's alright. Did the same thing to him, lunged in, got the confuse and the confusion stab. And we learnt that we can confuse statues. Oh, all these shops are closed. Oh, that sucks. I thought part of the fun of doing this ghost vault was that we'd get to buy more stuff, but nope. Alright, well we laid that one to rest. Where else can we go? There's one in layer 3. That might be the one that has... I don't remember. So one with Moss of Wrath. I feel like I killed this one already. Didn't we fight this? Yeah, there was a Moss of Wrath. And then I guess I just decided the ghost was too difficult or something. I actually don't remember what happened here. I remember going in. But it's still telling me there's an annotation on this floor. Oh no, there's not anymore. Okay, so maybe we got it. Okay, never mind. So less 6 apparently. That's where we're going. Apparently there's an unknown staff that we're ignoring. Where's this one? Oh yeah, Chaos Weapon. Okay, so in order to do this, we'd risk getting banished to the Abyss. At this point, we've got a lot of stealth. We've got 15 teleportation scrolls, so I think we can just fight a Demon Trident. Okay, I would really prefer it if we could confuse it. There we go. Cool. An iridescent flail. We can find out. It's venom, not too exciting. Stuff of power, yeah. A new haste, so now we've got 7 of those. Definitely worth risking being banished for a 7th haste potion. That's what I like to think anyway. And we've got... where else? There are so many ghosts in this game. There's one in Shoals, apparently. Oh, this is a huge one. Oh yeah, there's an artifact helmet in there. This ghost... this is Dr. Enzyme's ghost. He turned up in the comments after I threw shade at him. I called his ghost pathetic because it only does 17 damage. And he didn't feel great about that, I think. I don't mean it, I just mean your damage is pathetic, it's not you. It's not you, it's your damage. Anyway, we're way too strong for this stuff now. Or are we? I mocked your pathetic damage and then the character is actually dying, so who actually has pathetic damage? You tell me. Alright, sorry. And let's check out this heavily ruined helmet. I can't imagine it being better than the Hat of the Bear Spirit. But who knows. The Helmet of Sneaky Friends. It's got a good name. I like the plus regen. Plus 8 dex is going to help us with stealth as well. Plus a very on-theme name as Sneaky Friends. Seeing that this was or at least the idea of this character was a stealthy summoner stabber. It's very, very on-theme. But I think we need the Hat of the Bear Spirit because otherwise we're only going to have 1 pip of MR. And that's unacceptable. We have another one on Shoals 2. I don't know why I X'd this out. Oh yeah, this is scary as well. So this is another Moth of Wrath vault. This has an artifact ring, so this might very well be worth it. And from memory, this ghost hits a lot harder than Dr. Enzyme's one did with 36 damage. But we can fight that stuff. What I can do here is do a Core Sphere to try to get the Moth of Wrath. Okay, it's really just not happening. Okay, there we go. Because if I could kill the Moth of Wrath before it makes a Berserk Alligator Snapping Turtle, that would be great. Maybe I could even paralyze it. No, I can't. Okay, the Alligator Snapping Turtle's gone Berserk, so I want to get out of here. Okay, so we got him. Goes down. But it's the Moth of Wrath Alligator Snapping Turtle that I'm worried about. Okay, he goes down. Alright, so it's okay now. The Alligator Snapping Turtles do a lot of damage, 50. If they're Berserk, they're doing 150% of that. And then they have Reaching. So they're not an enemy to mess around with. Even at the best of times, and certainly not when Berserk. We're going to ID that ring. It's a wizardry ring, R poison, strength plus 2, C invis. Alright, so it has a draining property, So it's not great as a ring you switch to see invis. But we otherwise don't have any means of seeing invis at all. So I'm going to pick that one up. What can I drop? Maybe the Phantom Mirror that I'm never going to remember to use anyway. We're going to enchant our rapier up. Grab this other stuff. Okay, and then get out of here. I think that's all of the ghosts now except for Demise. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll start the next episode off with a Demise Ultraviolent 4 grudge match. In Vaults 1. Enter a transporter. Okay, I don't understand that. We entered a transporter in order to get here more quickly. That is very strange. Alright, let me just remind myself. Demise has... yeah, a bunch of things. Okay, so to begin the next episode, we'll do a Merfolk showdown. See you then.